Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well today. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you don't miss any future updates. We break down everything from stimulus payments, government relief news, and financial help for low-income Americans, especially our seniors and veterans, so you always stay in the know. Today, we've got some exciting and potentially life-changing news that's creating a buzz across the country. We're talking about a potential $1,800 stimulus payment rumored to be directly deposited overnight for seniors. And there's also a Trump administration update that's linked to the conversation. So let's unpack what's really going on, what you should expect, and what actions you might need to take next. Now, you might have already seen some headlines or social media posts about an $1,800 stimulus for low-income seniors, many of which are claiming that checks are already being deposited or are expected any day now. This has understandably caused a surge of excitement and curiosity among retirees, especially those who rely on fixed incomes like Social Security, SSA, SSDI, or VA benefits. Let's be honest, an extra $1,800 can make a world of difference. Whether it's for groceries, medications, rent, or just some breathing room from inflation, that kind of money isn't just helpful, it's critical. But the big question is this real, or is this just another round of misinformation? So, here's the deal. At this moment, there is no officially passed legislation or federal confirmation about a brand new across-the-board $1,800 stimulus check being sent out by the Treasury or IRS. However, that doesn't mean this story is baseless. In fact, there are some important threads to follow that show where the talk is coming from. And we need to take a closer look to understand what's behind all the chatter. Let's take a moment to rewind. During the Trump administration, 3 rounds of federal stimulus payments were issued to help Americans weather the economic impact of COVID-19. These included the $1,200 check from the CARES Act, a $600 second payment, and then a $1,400 payment that was actually signed into law during the early Biden administration. These payments were crucial for millions. And while they were helpful, many seniors, especially those who didn't file taxes or had limited internet access, either received their payments late or missed them entirely. Because of that, the IRS launched the Get My Payment portal and the Recovery Rebate Credit system to help people claim what they were owed. Now, fast forward to 2025. Several discussions have been reignited over whether seniors and low-income Americans need more targeted relief, especially given how inflation has continued to bite into fixed incomes. There's been a renewed call among advocacy groups for a senior-focused relief payment, and that's where the idea of an $1,800 payment comes in. Many believe this number is being referenced as a catch-up payment, either for those who missed a previous check or as a new proposal to provide additional aid. Some online sources and unofficial commentators have described it as an overnight deposit, which has certainly added to the confusion. What's interesting is that President Donald Trump has also re-entered the national conversation in a big way, especially as we get closer to election season. Trump has repeatedly mentioned that low-income seniors were overlooked and promised, even as far back as 2020, that more targeted relief was on the way. Some of his recent campaign messages have even hinted at plans to introduce a new round of economic relief specifically for retirees if he returns to office. While nothing has been officially proposed in Congress, political pressure around this issue is building, and it's gaining traction from both sides of the aisle. Part 3. So, where does the $1,800 number specifically come from? Some analysts believe it could be a combination of tax credits and supplemental aid already available in state-level programs. For instance, a person might receive around $600 from one source, $700 in missed stimulus funds through the Recovery Rebate Credit, and another $500 from state-level programs. Add all that up, and you're looking at approximately $1,800 in total relief, though this isn't coming in one neat payment, and definitely not overnight for everyone. Unfortunately, that part is where a lot of misinformation is being spread. Let's talk about how you can find out if you're eligible for any of this relief. First, and this is very important, make sure your information is up to date with both the Social Security Administration and the IRS. If you've moved recently or changed bank accounts, that information must be accurate to avoid missing any potential benefits. Also, If you haven't filed taxes for the last year or two because you didn't think you needed to, now might be the time to do so, especially if your income is below the standard deduction level. Filing can make you eligible for refundable tax credits and also open the door to state-level rebates. We've also heard from a few viewers who've said they've received unexpected deposits in the past few weeks, ranging from $200 to over $1,000. In almost every case, these were related to state rebates, Medicaid refunds, or adjustments from previous federal payments. It's rare, but it's not impossible for seniors to see sudden payments hit their bank accounts. That's why it's so important to check your transaction history and make sure any deposits you receive are legitimate. And unfortunately, all this buzz around overnight $1,800 payments has also created an opportunity for scammers. We're seeing a huge uptick in scam calls and phishing emails pretending to offer help with claiming your senior stimulus. If anyone asks you to click on a link, provide your social security number, or pay a processing fee in exchange for a stimulus check, run in the other direction. The IRS will never call or email you asking for personal information, and no legitimate payment requires a fee to be released. To stay safe, here are a few simple rules. First, only trust information from .gov websites like irs.gov, ssa.gov, or your state's official portal. Second, don't click on any random links promising a stimulus payment. And third, don't give out your social security number or banking info to anyone who contacts you first. Even though we haven't seen a brand new $1,800 stimulus bill passed yet, we are seeing some movement in Congress regarding senior-focused benefits. There's growing bipartisan support for improving the supplemental security income system, and a few new proposals are floating around that would increase monthly benefit amounts or provide a one-time bonus for low-income recipients. While these ideas are still in the early stages, it's a good sign that seniors are finally getting more attention from lawmakers. So what can you do today to increase your chances of receiving any financial assistance? First, check if you're eligible for the Recovery Rebate Credit by looking at your 2020 and 2021 tax returns. If you didn't receive the full amount of any stimulus check back then, you can still claim the difference. Second, visit your state's Department of Revenue website and look for any programs designed for senior renters, homeowners, or low-income families. Many of these programs are underused because people simply don't know they exist. It's also worth contacting your local area agency on aging. These local organizations often have direct information on cash assistance, energy credits, and food programs. Many seniors qualify for help, but never apply. Even a one-time payment or utility credit could put some money back into your pocket. I know this is a lot to take in, and the bottom line is, while an official $1,800 stimulus check for seniors is not confirmed at this time, there are still real opportunities to get financial help if you know where to look. Alright, that's all for today's video. If you found this update helpful, give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with a friend or family member who might benefit. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We've got more news and resources coming soon, and you won't want to miss what's next. Thanks for watching, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.